A question I got was someone had sent me, you said sleep is something we can all have. The only time I get sleep, a full night's sleep, is when I am on vacation. If this is you, you have come to the right place. If we have not met before, let me introduce myself. My name is John Ruman. I'm an international business coach and consultant. My mission is to, and belief is that everyone is capable of greatness. And my job is to help everyone facilitate their greatness. One of the things that gets in the way of many people is their ability to get a full night's sleep. And I need to be honest with you, many people feel that not getting a good night's sleep is just the way life is. It's something for the kids on the vacation. It's something that they view as a treasure that is a rarity in their household, and sleeping well is not a normal experience. Hey, Tanner, good to see you, brother. So, what I would encourage the idea for all of you is if you, oh, look, I'm sideways on this phone. If you, if you don't sleep well, there's some very important factors that can go into that. First of all, what happens when you don't sleep? You have brain fog. You can't remember things. Your recollection speed is terrible. The processor, which is your brain, can't keep up with what you're trying to give it when it comes to thinking. In other words, it wants to have amazing answers and it wants to provide value for whatever you're trying to problem solve in the moment. But what people do, they simply let their brain be on kind of an a good analogy would be your computer being overheated. If you have an overheated computer, it works slow, it's inefficient. So what I would encourage you to do is to really aspire to better sleep. Another benefit, if you're an athlete, I'll give you an example. I had a gentleman, I did a warrior retreat, which is a men's retreat for just to help men feel awesome and know their personal greatness. And I had a gentleman who is exceptionally overstressed, terribly underslept, and he is young. I think he's 26, and he actually had to pause on our hike, not run, hike. It's a steep hike, granted, but it's a hike, and he vomited, and it was in that moment a bad experience for him. The reason I bring it up, he, even being out of shape, should not have had that level of physical expression. We weren't pushing that hard. He literally was walking up a steep hill. I asked him how much sleep he gets. He said 2 to 3 hours a night. One of the things that your body gets when you sleep like a baby is your body goes under physical repair. And if you've ever been an athlete and fallen under let's say less than 6 hours, even less than 7. Hey, Ronnie, good to see you. Hours of sleep in a night, you'll find that um, you, when you don't get enough sleep, have just physical exhaustion. You cannot excel at the level that you want. Tanner, I got a question from you, so hold on. So I got someone on Instagram, my brother Tanner. What would you say help someone in the construction industry to get rest? Well, so here's what I would suggest, Tanner. Anyone, when it comes to the question of what do I do to get more rest? And I'm so glad you asked that question, because really most people I know view sleep as like a gift. And not that sleep isn't a gift, but when you can reclaim your sleep and go to sleep at a time that your body can be literally feel like, oh, that was a great night's sleep, and have that be the norm rather than the exception, you'll feel extraordinary. So, Tanner, let me answer that question. And this would apply to everyone who's watching this video. I want you to protect your sleep like you do your personal privacy, like you may protect your children, like you may protect, I don't know, eating whatever your meal plan is, whether it is, people will go through such efforts in their life, but sleep is always like this very low value, they give sleep a very low value. So what I would encourage Tanner to answer your question is that this person or persons who are going through these experiences where they don't get enough sleep, regardless of your field, is that you need to find ways to make sure you get enough sleep. I know people that get up at 4 a.m. every single morning, which is a common construction hour wake up time, that get to bed by 8. So they get up at 8, they're done at 4, they hang out till 6, 6:30, they relax a little bit, they may do a workout, and then they go to bed. But there are also people who work in construction, stay up till midnight, still get up at 4, but they feel awful, and then they sleep in the 1 or 2 days off that they have. It's all a matter of choice. So, Tanner, the point that I would bring up with this person, what is more important to you? To feel awesome, to feel rejuvenated? And what I would encourage is, if you're unable to make my sleep course, which is in about 3 weeks on the 3rd of November, and if you're watching and you're in Trinidad, please come. It's going to be incredible. Ronnie has a question. Okay, she says that yoga has helped her with her sleep. Thank you, Ronnie. I appreciate that. Yes, it helps her to do that and helps her have less irritability. So yoga is something that's helpful. But the point is, I want to bring up is sleep is something that your body uses as a rest mechanism. Don't view it as a triumphant thing to be underslept. 90 minutes less than the amount of sleep you're supposed to get is 4 hours less productivity. The amount of people who say, hey, I want to start a new business, I want to do that, and they're terribly focused, and then they watch TV all night, and then they stay up another 3 hours late because, oh, I'm working late, I'm burning the midnight oil, but then they're totally falling asleep at their desk the next day. That's the path to failure. If you are totally inspired, in the zone, in the vibe, where everything's working in sync, then you can actually have the energy and your body won't need as much sleep. If you're really in the groove with what you're meant to be, sleep actually will be less important, because that's just the body will always feel like it's Christmas morning. But for most of us out there, we're not living that life. So you're welcome, my friend. So long story short, claim your time like you claim whatever it is of highest value to you. Your life will change. But the other important things are blue light around you. Don't watch TV. Don't have your computer on. Don't look at your phone when you go to bed within a couple hours of going to bed. Read a book. Go for a walk. Find something else that doesn't have glaring lights that make you blinded, and you'll have big differences just with that. So with that, Tanner, I appreciate your feedback, and I'm glad you got a chance to ask that question tonight. Please claim your time. So those who are in Trinidad and can come to the workshop I'm having, it's about 2 weeks, as I said. It is in Valsayn, Val Park, Shopping Plaza, in the Pan American office, second floor, food court side. It is $375 TT, and it goes from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. It will be with Dr. Nilesh Ramnarine, and it's going to be awesome. He and I are both very good dynamic speakers with very unique perspectives, and it's going to be great to have us both there. It's going to be a lot of fun. But $325 prepay, $375 if you come day of, unless it's sold out. And if you have questions on this, or you want to find out other things you can do to make it so you can sleep a deep night, watch my lives on this if you're out of the country, or please come to the workshop, because it's going to be jam-packed with a huge amount of valuable information. I promise you, the sleep that you get on vacation, you can have every single day of your life, once you do the necessary steps so that you actually put it in the right place and you do the right thing so your body doesn't stay awake mentally or physically, and you allow real circadian rhythms, which are the natural body rhythm, to take place. So thank you. I appreciate you. I look forward to seeing you. Any questions you have, great. Share this. I'd love that. Have a great night. Bye-bye.